My discernment process, in a way, began when I was in high school, when I was 16 or 17 years old, when a very good priest came to my parish as pastor and carried himself with a great dignity. He really understood the priesthood, and there was something very attractive about that, the way that he carried himself, this great gift. But I was by no means ready to make a sacrifice of my life for our Lord at that time. I had my own plans, and I certainly didn't have something like Quo Vadis days to assist me in my discernment. I was interested in doing my plans, and then in college, when I was growing in my faith more and more, I started feeling this sort of nudge to perhaps begin considering it. And I spent a summer in Europe on a fellowship, a Catholic fellowship, which meant daily adoration, the daily rosary, being with other college students in love with their faith. A big thing that helped me discern my vocation to the priesthood was finally being around other peers very strongly considering a vocation themselves. So when I transferred to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, some of my closest friends were also considering the priesthood or religious life. And having somebody who was a peer discerning their vocations was very helpful for me. It made it seem more doable, having somebody, a close friend, considering it themselves. So that was a big thing for me. However, I decided to finish college and then really began the process of discerning, looking at various communities and going deeper into prayer. And eventually, after a novena to Saint Therese of Lisieux, she led me to consider the Diocese of Charlotte. I went to seminary in Emmitsburg, Maryland, Mount St. Mary's, for 5 years, as well as 1 year out in Lincoln, Nebraska. One of the most memorable times while I was in seminary was having the great opportunity to see Pope Emeritus Benedict when he came to both Washington, D.C. and New York City. So that was a great highlight. Perhaps another highlight in my seminary experience was to travel to the Holy Land right before my last semester. So as a transitional deacon, to be able to not only visit but pray in the very places that our Blessed Lord prayed and where he had formed the apostles.